Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable ministers from state governments, the dignitaries on stage, the dignitaries in front of me, bhai aur behno, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about red tape in terms of the government working, in terms of bureaucracy, in terms of all of that. While I sit on stage today, I see a lot of red bands around around all of you while you sit, and I understand that I am the one person who does not have that red band, and I realize that I am the only one who is a student here, because I am the whatever said and done, I am in the Urban Development Ministry only for the last 11 days, and I think that's too less to understand what kind of congestion and what other problems that the ministry and mobility as such, transportation is going through in the country. So I think I would love to be a attentive student and learn from all of you in terms of what the problems really are, because if I don't learn it and concentrate on, as our Honourable Minister said, on earning, as politicians are known to do, then I don't think that there is any help that I could contribute or I can do towards solving the problems that right now is engulfing the cities, be them smart or unsmart. I think it is important for all of us to understand the problems that we are facing in daily life, and it is very, very important for me to understand the topics that are being discussed in this particular conference, and the honorable dignitaries and all of you who are sitting in front of us are the ones who are actually going to implement what is being taught in the round tables in the ministry. So while I might be a person sitting in those round table conferences, it is actually you who's going to make those things actually happen on the roads of our cities. We all know that cholesterol is a bad thing, but having said that, we are also aware that there is something called bad cholesterol and good cholesterol as well, thankfully. Similarly, while I go through all the wonderful looking stationery, wonderful looking books that is laid on the table, I understand that there are a few, everything is not impossible. There are a few possible impossibles and there are a few impossible impossibles. Our job as in the ministry and your job as people who can actually make those things happen is to identify the possible impossibles, because impossible is a very relative term, and more success, as I say, the more success you get in a particular field, you are surrounded with more relatives. But as you are surrounded with relatives, you also wake up to the fact that all these possibles and impossibles are also, they are all changeables. They change with time, and therefore we, under the able leadership of our very invigorating, inspiring Prime Minister, we are looking about addressing these few possible impossibles. Things which have so far been deemed as impossible are things that are being addressed. And once we acknowledge a problem, obviously I think we have enough intelligent minds to find out what are the possible ways to come out of it and create new arenas, new avenues to make these roads less congested and more smart for people who are actually staying in it. So I have been given the honorable, the very learned men that I have around me. They didn't obviously want to risk a new Minister of State saying things that are not very appropriate for a conference of this magnitude. Have given me a very comprehensive note that I'm going to read out to you later on in the program today. And trust me, it is all going to be full of some great data, some great lines which are going to help all of us go ahead in those congested lanes that we are talking about. It is about creating more space, not only on the roads, but also in our hearts, to welcome the great changes that our Prime Minister and the ruling India government wishes to see around us. But having said that, it is very important that we understand and we aspire to be the change that we wish to see around us. So thank you so much. This was something that I said from my heart. It was something that I did not by heart while I was back there in the ministry. But later on when I speak to you, I shall try to be more comprehensive, because as I said, the learned men from our ministry has made sure that I have a very good document in hand, so that I don't make any mistake in terms of representing data and saying what exactly needs to be conveyed to all of you. Thank you so much for coming here, Honorable Ministers. Thank you so much for the people with the red tape around your hearts. I hope that you have those red tapes to understand that it is your responsibility to ensure that the red tape around us is actually loosened, and things that we dream on paper is actually the possible impossibles that can happen on the roads around us. Thank you so much.